doodle. Shabbat shalom.
Y'all sounded good today, Avi.
Thank you.
It's kind of crazy, the big band,
So
huh?
excited.
They had High Holy Day music practice.
Oh yeah, it's
But
gonna be
is
good this year.
It is a big band now. The brothers Lazarov, it's the same percussionist and bass player last year. They've also got their fiddler, David Goldenberg, mandolin player. But then 5 voices, is that right?
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.
Avi,
There were 9 people there.
Leslie, Zoe Fleischer, Alan,
Bryn. Yeah.
The balloon boat.
I know, the blue boats.
Yeah.
So well.
It's a zoo.
I was like, how am I here before Leslie?
Sounded good today, Leslie. You think so?
Oh, yeah. I thought that they
Yeah.
I'm used to us.
They picked up on that Achot Ketana really quickly.
That's what I walked in at, and it sounded so good.
And they were really,
Are we doing that at something, Avi?
Yeah, for the evening on Rosh Hashanah.
they were,
We should do that at Slichot, too.
and they were.
I have a couple of Slichot tunes we could do.
I'm sorry.
They were kicking.
This is my bad personality. I do this with Karen. Anytime she says Slichot, I'm like, I'm sorry. Slichot means I'm sorry. She
My
really,
bad.
she does not find it funny. Which is what I find funny.
It's called an oud. Oud. O-U-D. Yep.
D. O-U-D. Food. O-U-D. Food. D, as in sandwich.
Like rude without the R.
Oud.
Food. It's the forerunner of the lute. But it's fretless. Guitars have frets. This is a fret.
Yeah, play some music. Let's get us Shabbos here.
There's something missing here.
I don't remember exactly where it originated, but it originated in maybe Turkey? Maybe Turkey. This is a Turkish oud, so.
You're dragging your smut on the floor. Shabbat shalom.
We used to remember when the glow up was happening. That used to be something we remembered.
I was shocked.
And we sent out an email and, yeah. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asherei, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Welcome the angels. Page 6, Shalom Aleichem. Borchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ask for blessings. Bachuni li Shalom, Malchei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Malchei Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asherei, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
On our balloon glow up Shabbat. I feel like next year we should be outside and have services where we can see, I don't know, go to Forest Park, Art Hill, something.
Oh, that's a great idea.
What?
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I
there you
love
go.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we bring in Shabbos, we bring in light, we bring in goodness, we let go of the schmutz. Whatever the schmutz is, we all, you write like every other Yiddish word, you don't have to translate it. We all sort of, you feel what the schmutz is, but we carry it around. It gets on us, it gets in us.
When I was in the wedding business and a bride would come in, I'd say, okay, the first thing we have to do is learn Yiddish. And the bride would look at me and go, I'm Catholic. Why do I have to learn to speak Yiddish? I told them, Yiddish is the language of exasperation. You need to learn it.
So we exhale the schmutz of the week. We put it down. We let the breath carry it away. So we take in the light. Lily and Adam, you want to come light our candles? I like this teamwork here. It's a good sign for the future of marriage. Bring in the light, bring in the goodness.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshon b'mitzvotav, v'tzivonu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. V'tzivonu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. God, I have some voice left.
Page 8. The mystics of Tzfat would go out in the evening as the sun was coming down. Greet Shabbos were said like a bride. They dress all in white, which wasn't how you dressed for a wedding back then. It was how you dressed for a funeral. The mystic said it was the funeral for the world that was, for the week that was, waiting for the world that should be. Not the world as it is, but the world waiting for us to pull it down. On Shabbos, a world of rest. Page 8, Lechadodi. Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmiyanu Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet, ve'iliti lahu l'echad dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, olecha dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Top of page 9. Likras Shabbat, lechu v'necha, ki makor habrecha, merosh mikerem nesucha, sof maseh b'mashvat tchila, lo lecha dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, olecha dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Itoreri, kiva ororek, kumi ori, uri, shir daveri, kevod Adonai, lahich nigla, olecha dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, olecha dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Turn towards the entrance. We welcome Shabbos. We welcome the world waiting to rise. Oy shalom, Teret bala, gam b'simcha uv'tola, toch emuneh, am segulola, boi chala, olecha dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, olecha dodi, likras kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. invite everyone to remain standing. Page 10. We call each other to prayer. We call each other to lives of goodness, of holiness, of meaning. We call each other to the work of tshuva, the work of becoming. Maybe seated. Maybe seated. Maimonides, living 1,000 years ago, said there are only two prayers. There is the prayer of smallness. There is the prayer of awe. There is the prayer of looking up at the stars and feeling so small. And there is the prayer of love. There is the prayer of connection. There is the prayer of what we bring to each other, to this world, to the past, to the future. Maimonides says if the prayer of smallness is looking to the stars and realizing we are dust, the prayer of love is seeing the constellations, the connections between them, between us. So we start with smallness. We start by exhaling, by letting go of all the big things that feel overbearing and all of the small things which feel so big. Because if we are small, then even the things we think are so weighty are also just dust. Page 12. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhma poteach sharim, u'vitfuna mishanei yitim, u'machalif ed hazmanim, u'msader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem b'rakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'mavir yom u'mevi layla, u'mavdil bein yom u'vein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'keyam, tamid yimloch aleinu, le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv, Aravim, Tovim. Yai dai. Yidi dai dai yai dai. Yidi dai dai yai. Yidi dai dai yai. Yai dai yai. Yai dai. Yidi dai dai yai. Yidi dai dai yai. Yidi dai yai. 15, we take a moment to let the duality fade away. Chassidim say that our eyes are the liars that surround our noses. Liars because they tell us that you and I and we are different things. So we close our eyes, as we say Shema, as we give ourselves over to the oneness. As we let the things that separate us, that we let separate us, fade away. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 16. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וכסתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. Yididom yidiyay-yo, yay-day-day-day-do. Yididom yidiyay-yo, yay-day-day-day-do. Yididom yidiyay-yo, yay-day-day-day, yay-day-day-day. Yididay-day-do, yay-day-day-day-do. Twice a day, as we move from the Shema, with its focus on the gap between who we have been and who we can become, into the Amidah, which is on the gap between the world as it is and the world we are obliged to create. We pause and say, Mi chamocha. We pause, we remember our enslavement in Egypt. We remember our degradation. It's the great hope, it's the great article of faith of the Jewish people that if we do it right, if we tell our story right, if we remember right what it was to be oppressed, it will make us not into people who pass our trauma on, but into people who work to make sure that no one else experiences what we have experienced. 36 times we are told some variation, you shall not oppress, because you know what it is to be oppressed. Repeat it twice a day because it is so hard. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nera b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osef nora tehilot, osef yam tiri yum titty da da da, yiddy dum yiddy ay yo, yiddy da da do, yiddy dum yiddy ay yo, yiddy da 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 do. Malechutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, zeli anu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed yai dai 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 yam tidi dai 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 oh yam tidi dai 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 yidi dum yidi ay ay oh yidi dai 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 oh yidi dum yidi ay ay oh yidi dai 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 oh ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל גאל ישראל יאי די 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 ים די 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 yum diddy die die do, yiddy dum yiddy ay ay yo, yiddy da 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 do, yiddy dum yiddy ay ay yo, yiddy da 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 do, yiddy dum yiddy ay ay yo, yiddy da da do, yiddy dum yiddy ay ay yo, yiddy da 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 do, yiddy dum yiddy ay ay yo, yiddy da da. Yiddy day day do, yay day 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 yo. Page 20. Ashkivenu was a prayer for the nighttime, a prayer for the moments of fear, a prayer for the moments when it is so hard to see the light, a prayer for ourselves, a prayer, as Rabbi Randy says, b'shem Bob Marley, that everything will be all right. Prayer because we believe if we say it enough, maybe we'll start to believe it. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Hamidenu Shomreinu leChaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom, Hamidenu Shomreinu Hamidenu Shomrenu Lechaim Rosalenu Sukkot Sukkot Shlomecha Ufrosalenu Sukkot Shlomecha cover over us tonight with a Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of peace for you, for those you love, a Sukkot Shalom over all creation, over all creation, over all creation. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Hamidenu Shomrenu lechaim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Hamidenu Shomrenu lechaim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Hamidenu Shomrenu lechaim. Let everyone to rise as you're able for the Amidah that starts on page 23. We'll dive in the Amidah quietly, each of us on our own, in our own way. The words go through page 32, but don't let the words get in the way of the prayer of your heart. We'll start page 22 with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrachute v'yamlich malchute B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayedecho be'Yisrael Bagala bagala uvizman kahariv v'imeru amen. Yesh meraba mevorach le'alam lo me'almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yiromam v'yitnaseh v'yitada v'yitale v'yitalal Shemei de Kudesha Barichu Leila min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma v'imeru amen. Adonai Sifatai tiftach ufi agiteilatecha Adonai Sifatai tiftach ufi agiteilatecha Adonai Sifatai tiftach ufi agiteilatecha Adonai Sifatai tiftach ufi agiteilatecha. Continue on your own. moment to fill our hearts with blessing, prayers for healing. Refuat nefesh v'refuat guf. Healing of our bodies, healing of our souls. If you're thinking of someone right now, if there's a name you'd like to share, I invite you to do so. Thinking of both of them. Thinking of both of them.
Carlo Doyle.
For Carlo, thanks, Leslie.
I have one. My dad just had to have surgery, so he's in recovery now.
Right.
It went well, and the blockage was not malignant. So,
Thank God.
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem.
yeah.
Refuah Shlema. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thinking of my mom. Michael, we have names from the stream.
Yes, we're praying for Jessica Klein, Sylvia, and for my grandmother, Susan Koppelman.
Thanks, Michael. Thinking of all of them, thinking of your grandma. Yes, sir. Our society needs healing too.
I forgot that Rabbi Jim retuned it.
Community thinks of Meredith Berkowitz, Robert Shepard, for little Drew Patchen, Jordan Cronemer, Maggie Bradford and Colony Chapel, for Flora Brown and Judy Kramer, Marilyn Weiss, and Carol Dill, for Ricky Reeves, and Yitzhak Ben Mordechai Lev, for Adam Young and Hank Weber.
Becky Dalkey.
בטח שער הרבים, המשוכם במרומים. בטח שער הרבים, המשוכם במרומים.
Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. Blessed is the source of goodness that calls us to the sacred work of healing. Invite everyone to rise as you are able as we begin to conclude our service, page 38, with the words of Aleinu.
שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה,
שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודיעים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו, אין עוד, אמת מלכנו, אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, על הארץ ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. May be seated. Take a moment, as we do at the end of every service, to acknowledge those in our community we have lost, to acknowledge those in our community who are in mourning. Carl was in Minnesota, and he was there for so many months, and yet you can still see him sitting there. So we should have done this weeks ago, but let's put a talus on his chair. Let's leave a talus on his chair. Let's mark where he is. And so if you're saying Kaddish right now, whether you're in your year of loss, whether it's the yahrzeit, the anniversary, or whether you're just missing them today, I invite you to share any names that people were thinking of. I of a blessed memory. Of a blessed memory. For Pete.
Sarah Skranka asked me to add Jean Kornblum and John Ginulakis. And I want to add my friend Peter Clemens.
Michael, do we have names from the stream?
Yes, we're remembering Charlene Rook, Elsie Weil, Troy Nelson, Shula Sasson, Baby Beniso, Charlie Beniso, and Kimmy Beniso, and Gilbert Smith.
Sarah also wanted to add Phyllis Plattner and Simone Viel.
Thanks, Leslie, thinking of them. Yeah, Sarah.
No, not Debbie, Ralph.
For Ralph. Thinking, chas v'shalom, but for Ralph, of a blessed, blessed memory. And our yard sites that we have this week, the folks who it's the anniversary of their loss, for Emil Nathan and Harold Guller, for Molly DePlacido and Myron Pollock, for Sylvia Margolis, Susan Bach's mom, and for Carol Frumhoff, for my grandpa, for Dan Bogard, whose house I live in and whose name I carry, for Harry Albert and Michael Smith, for Mitchell Morris, for Philip Werschel and Rita Bach, for Samuel Krumpnick and Wilbur Kerman, for Alex Bornstein and Beatrice Arkey, for Ben Wishnoff and Beatrice Daniel, for Ford Miller and Peter Einstein, for Sid Florman and Francis Rosen, for Jacob DePlacido and Jason Brightfield, for Sam Nussbaum and Sam Schneider, for Sam Sitzer and Bill's dad, and for Sandy Lichterman, for Sal Levitt and Charles McCurry, Angela's dad, for Devorah Burkhoff and Ed Stubb, for Meyer Corniss and Pete Furman, for William Boniface, and for Israel Cohen, for Pearl Glickman and Thelma Klein, and for Theodora Lazarus, and for those we've lost this year, for Alex Bornstein and Jeff Joppa, for Dennis Epstein and Donna Moog, for June Cohen and Miriam Weintraub, for Carol Leibson and Rose Waldman, for Yakir Hexter and Judy Crivet, for Gina Rotman and Myra Levine, for Arlene Ehrlich, and for Marilyn Fox, for Mel Spiegelglass and Nick Nicholson, for Rhonda Banford, for Dana Engelhart and Dr. Eduardo Slatopolsky, for Stuart Rosenberg and Ron Kramer, for Ivan Rich and Keenan Thamangu, for Marilyn Schreier and Muriel Hartz, for Penelope Moglin and Ed Pepper, for Michael McCauley and Morris Tamsky and Carol Fajardo, for Bette Miller and Rabbi Michael Lerner, for Carl, and for Sue, for Jerry Glick and Larry Badler, for Jackie Fenster. Ask that everyone, as you are able, to please rise as we say these ancient words. The Mourner's Kaddish, page 41. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, v'agalah uv'izman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudashah barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Aseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. אדון עולם, השם עליי, בטרם כל יציר נברא, להינשא בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, שמו נקרא.
Page 43.
ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה. והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשחק, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצוחב לי בצרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא. בידו אפקיר רוחי, ואת אישה ויעירה, ואם רוחי כביאתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא, ולא יירא. Zichronam Livracha, may the memories of all of those that we miss be a blessing in our lives. We say, Amen. And you may be seated for a moment if you'd like before we give each other a blessing, but if you'd rather stay standing, you know, whatever your bones are telling you right now. And we got to do announcements first, so, you know. You know, Leslie, you start singing that, I'm just going to join in. It's, so the biggest announcement, of course, is that High Holy Days are coming. We have Slichot just a week from tomorrow night. If you haven't been to Slichot, it's so lovely. It's sort of the intro, the entry point, the entryway, the gates into the High Holy Days. It's always the Saturday night right before Rosh Hashanah, right before the New Year. And it gives you just a taste of the music of the holidays and a taste of the feeling of the holidays. It'll be that evening. I think we're having a wine and cheese and desserts and things like that. Hold on, there's going to be actual information on here, is my guess. No. Look on the website for the exact times. But we'll start with desserts and wine and cheese, particularly for new members and prospective members, but really for anyone who'd like to join and greet those folks as well. And then we will enter into Slichot.
It's magical.
It's magical. And we leave in silence, too, so it's really... So if you'd like to come, not to Slichot, which I don't believe you need to register for, but all of the other holidays you do need to register for, and we have very limited seating because, of course, we're at CRC this year. So if you'd like to join us for Rosh Hashanah, for Yom Kippur, head to the website, fill out the reservation, please, please. There are no tickets, there's no cost, but we are getting pretty close to capacity on particularly the daytime services. There's still a little more room on the evening services. But if you have not registered, Zoomers, if you have not registered, please go do so. And of course, we will stream as always. If you would like to bake goodies for Rosh Hashanah, there are still trays out there. Grab one of the trays, bring it home, and bring it back on Rosh Hashanah evening with desserts on it, which sounds kind of magical, actually, to give people empty trays and get desserts back.
Danny?
Yeah.
I'm told that that Yom Kippur is getting close to being filled. So if you want to come, register.
Yep. Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Next week will be the last one before Rosh Hashanah. We're doing spiritual prep for the High Holy Days in person only in the sanctuary and in the Beit Midrash. So 5 o'clock on Wednesday, that's with me. Fuller Dome is honoring Rabbi Susan. The Center for Spirituality and Sustainability is giving its 21st Annual Leadership Award tomorrow at 5:30 in Southern Illinois University, and they are honoring our own Rabbi Susan. Also, this coming Sunday at 2, folks are going from the community to go see Trafe, the show at the New Jewish Theater, which is supposed to be outrageously funny. And just got a really good write-up in the Broadway reviews of local theater website. Just really reviewed it very positively, so go and see it. I think we're going to go on Sunday at 2 as well. Actually, no, I take that back. We're going tomorrow night instead. And then those are our announcements. Any crowdsourced anythings? Anything exciting? Any?
I have something.
Please.
The Steinway Gallery, which is out on Dorset Road, is having a special concert and viewing of a piano that was one of the 2,500 pianos dropped into the European theater during World War II.
Huh.
They parachuted in 25 of these like olive green, drab painted pianos. It's at 2 o'clock. If anybody's interested, let me know and I'll give you the address to register.
Let's give each other a blessing. And a big thank you, as always, to Avi, to Leslie, to Michael, to Noah. Is that our streaming crew, Michael? Anyone else? No? Noah, did you successfully stream while walking on your hands tonight?
I see a big thumbs up.
Yivirechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May we be blessed and kept safe from this awful traffic.
I always say Kings Highway is the most dangerous part of my week.
Definitely.
Yer Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
Next person you greet, you don't know him, sing to him.
Yis Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And most of all, wherever this week takes us, wherever this new year, 5785 takes us, may it be places of peace. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you, thank you, thank you.